Welcome back to Good Day. So we may have to get the tissues out for this segment. The reason why, Amanda has a very emotional event coming up really soon, next Friday.
Yes, next Friday, my daughter Maggie goes to kindergarten.
I'm happy for her.
I am too.
But I'm worried about you just a little bit.
bit.
So if you're in the same situation or know someone who is, we have some help this morning. Licensed professional clinical counselor Allison Kerr is with us. So Allison, good morning.
Good morning.
So as you can see, Amanda has some anxiety. Is this normal for parents?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. It's so normal. I think it's normal now in this kindergarten transition. I think it's normal throughout the lifespan of being a parent. I mean, we have these milestones. When we find out we're going to have a baby, we think their first day of school, they're getting their driver's license, they're going to cut, like all these milestones. And I think each time there's that excitement because you get to participate in it with them, but also that anticipation and anxiety, like, is this going to be all right?
Is it going to be okay? Because, you know, Maggie has been in a daycare program since she was 3 months old. So we're used to, you know, sending her off to be with other people throughout the day. But, you know, we get updates, you know, we get check-ins, you know, I drop her off and pick her up, things like that. You know, kindergarten is different though, because she's going to be in, like, you know, behind a desk and she's going to be learning all day versus, you know, getting to do some of the play around things that they do. So yeah, we're getting excited though, and you're sending somebody off this year too.
I am, yes. So my daughter as well is going to be in kindergarten, and this is the first time that she will also be all day at a program. She's been doing half days, so we've had dipped our toe into what that feels like to send her away for a little while during the day, but she's always with us in the afternoon. So my house will feel less energetic in the afternoons because she will still be at school. And I think that it's important for us as parents to check in with ourselves about how we're feeling about this transition because we are going to have our own emotions about it, and we need to tend to ourselves first, so that we're able to be that solid foundation for our children, because they're going to bring forward whatever it is they're thinking and feeling. And if we are also kind of like rocking and rolling with all the feels, then it just won't be a productive time. So to check in with yourself, what was your own school experience like? Did you have, are any of those fears or concerns in your mind for what your child may experience, or how are you going to feel not being able to see them for lunchtime, and for that, just to prepare yourself for the transition first before you can even think about preparing your child?
Check in.
So
doing that.
So parents, get yourself together first, but the transition now, because new teacher, maybe new friends, different environment, more structured, as you mentioned, how do the parents help their kids get ready for that, Allison?
Well, I feel like preparing and talking about it and reading books about it, and you can even show pictures of your own, you know, first day of school, or just keeping it part of the flow of kind of what's coming up for you at home. So because I think by doing things at their level and making it feel familiar, then they can be thinking about it and then perhaps offer to you, oh, like, is this person going to be in my class? Like, am I going to know anybody there? You can kind of start to hear some of those worries or anxieties, and you can just, the door's open for that conversation. So I think that there's that. Obviously, as a counselor, I'm always into tending to people's needs, but I think there are some practical things that you can do too. So let's talk about a routine. And you know, all of us in summer are a little more easy breezy, so the parents too have to get on their own routine. But talk about, okay, at night, if this works for your family, at night we're gonna pack your backpack and we're gonna pack your lunch, and this is how you open your lunch. Why don't you practice that? One time, well, this is like a parent fail for me. My daughter did stay the whole day last year, and I was like, here's your lunchbox, and she, whatever, we picked it out together. She was super excited, but she didn't know how to open it, and by the time she like opened it, it flew everywhere. So don't do that. Don't do that, everybody. Have them practice and have them practice eating out of it. Have them walk through, if you don't know how to open this granola bar, how do you, ask for help, raise your hand. People are there to help you. And sometimes sitting at a table and saying, okay, you may have 20 minutes to eat. Do you know how long 20 minutes is? Setting a timer and saying, let's see how this feels. And at the end of 20 minutes, maybe they're, done and playing or whatever, but you can walk them through that as much as you can. Picking out clothes the night before. What do you want to wear? What do you like to wear? This is what we need to wear at school. Trying to get all that stuff out of the way so that the morning of, there can be a little sense of like they know what's coming.
They know what's coming. You know, I do love those suggestions. I got to set a timer tonight. Because that is one thing. We have been doing the whole, I'm making her open everything herself lately, working on shoe tying, things like that. But we haven't set the timer for food. And I know how long it takes her to get through dinner. So that's a great suggestion. You know, also, I think she's going to be nervous. Kids are going to be nervous, but excited as well. And I think maybe if we look ahead to set some goals, that might help us all get through it.
Absolutely. And again, because I think it's about laying it out for them. Like, this is what you can anticipate this first week being like, and this is what you can anticipate this first month being like, and these are some big, fun, exciting things that are going to happen. The more I think we can just familiarize our kids with patterns and schedules and routines, not because we want them to be so, like, you know, in the box, but kids need that sense of predictability and stability that helps them feel safe and secure. Because, you know, you think about, she's going to go off into this program. She's never been at school that long. It may feel like forever that she's going to be in that classroom, but she's going to know, okay, I'm going to ride the bus to school, and I'm going to leave school at 3 o'clock, and she can kind of like run through these things. And then, you know, this person is going to be home when I get home, and I can have this for a snack, and just to kind of like play it out for them. I think can help fill in those gaps and hopefully reduce some of that anxiety.
Yeah.
But it is just normal.
Yeah.
Like, they probably are just, they need some time to adjust.
For sure.
Yes.
And you talked about a routine, a schedule, but sometimes at school and for the parents, some unexpected things could come up. So how do you help the kid, and how do we help ourselves?
How do
with
we
that?
get through those unexpected
situations? Yeah.
Snafus, right? When you can only find one shoe, or you can't find the lunchbox, or whatever. You can't find the uniform if they wear uniforms at school. Well, I think, as always, it starts with us. So we just have to have ourselves as together enough as we can to be able to ebb and flow with whatever is happening. I mean, you think about, too, the pressure of that first day of school, getting that first day of school picture. Like, they have to stand with their cute little sign and their little outfits. Like, make that, as you're kind of throughout these next couple weeks, like practicing things, like, let's try on your first day of school outfit. Let's practice standing and getting our picture taken, like, so that you can remove that pressure from like making something happen, and you're able to just like go with what is, and to also just like notice and name what you're noticing. Are you feeling nervous? I'm noticing that you have some tears, or you're really quiet today, and just to open the door again for. And they may choose to tell you, they may not, but sometimes it can just feel good. I mean, we know what it feels like as adults, right? To have somebody notice how we're feeling.
Yeah.
So same with them.
Okay, all right. I can do this.
You'll be
You can do
okay,
this.
Amanda.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, both of you. You'll be okay.
We'll be all right.
Okay.
Thank you
Allison,
so much.
thanks.
I appreciate it.